In a purple house on a cheerful street lived a man and his wife, Daniel and Suzanne. They loved to cook, so their friends gave them kitchen tools as wedding gifts. Sammy's spatula, Crisco the cookie sheet, Oscar the oven mitt, and Oliver the oven. One night after Daniel and Suzanne had gone to bed, Oscar said, "Attention all kitchen tools!" "Why do you have to be so loud?" said Sammy in a tired and irritated voice. "I'm tired too, but I want to hear what Oscar has to say." "I love it when Suzanne or Daniel slide their hand inside my pocket in order for them to put a yummy treat into Oliver, the sweltering inferno." To Daniel or Suzanne, the warm inferno can be scary and harmful, but to me the heat Oliver gives off is like a hug. When helping Daniel or Suzanne, I feel as though I'm a protector. I guard their hands from pain. The glow that Oliver puts off is a warm glow, much better than that freezing, frigid drawer where I live. When I get to aid one of the humans in their cooking, I feel as if I'm contributing to their means of survival. I am more than an oven mitt. I'm a guardian. "Oscar, you're such a drama mitt," said Oliver. "We are just simply here to help Daniel and Suzanne cook. There is nothing special at all about it." "Oliver, why do you have to be such a downer all the time? Besides, don't you feel like you contribute to the humans as well?" questioned Crisco. About this time, Daniel and Suzanne raced down the stairs in a whirlwind of excitement. The kitchen tools froze. Yes, they had talked all through the night. Just then, Suzanne made a phone call while Daniel lovingly hugged her while staring at her belly. "Mom, it's Suze! I'm going to have a baby!" After Daniel and Suzanne both left for work, the kitchen tools held a meeting to talk about what they had just seen. "Baby!" cried Crisco. "I love babies!" "Me too," said Oliver. "We get to make yummy, yummy treats for a little human." "Great. More items for me to have to scoop off of Crisco," whined Sammy. Oscar, in a very serious manner, said, "I think you are getting ahead of yourselves. This has happened before." For you see, this purple house on the cheerful street was not the first family that Oscar had lived with. Yes, he was a second-hand oven, for Oscar had a hurtful past. The family he lived with before had a baby and began to buy only store-bought treats as well as takeout. Oscar the oven became neglected and then sold. "I'm scared that once the new baby is born, we will all be forgotten," Oscar said in a very, very worried voice. None of the other kitchen tools said anything, for they too were all very worried. 9 months later, Oscar's predictions sadly came true. Daniel and Suzanne brought home their new baby boy, Sam. Daniel and Suzanne were so busy playing with baby Sam and taking care of him that the kitchen tools were forgotten. Boxes of takeout food piled up in the kitchen amongst the many bags of store-bought cookies. "You were right, Oscar," Oliver said. "Yes, very right indeed," said Crisco. Sammy just quietly sat in his drawer, too sad to utter a word. Oscar, who was very sad but wanted to give his friends a small bit of hope, said, "Maybe, just maybe we will cook again." Sammy peeked out of his drawer and said, "I hope so. I would hate to be sold at a yard sale and separated from you all." Yes, this was the greatest fear for the kitchen tools, to be separated and sold at a yard sale. Sadly, their greatest fear came true, for Daniel and Suzanne decided to donate and sell the kitchen tools. But don't be sad. You see, Daniel and Suzanne both worked at a place where grandmas and grandpas go to live when they are too old and too tired to live by themselves. The grandmas and grandpas needed kitchen tools and an oven, for the ones they had no longer worked. Suze, we don't use our tools anymore. Why don't we give them to the grandmas and grandpas? I know they would use them with joy, said Daniel. Oh, Daniel, what a great idea, said Suzanne. Crisco, Sammy, Oscar, Oliver, all went to live at the Golden Sun Nursing Home, where grandmas and grandpas just like yours loved and loved and loved those kitchen tools forevermore. Oh, and the Golden Sun Nursing Home is also a purple house on a very cheerful street.